Saturday, August 5, 2023. It's all about Umbrella Evening Brunch Anniversary at Caymanos Golf Club St. Catherine from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's a food inclusive and VIP mixed drinks inclusive event. Performances by Diplomat Valiant, Stock Ashley, and the 4th Gen Boss, Donia. Showtime 6 p.m. Music by Chromatic Live, Fire Team, Shabrock Team Wire, and Polo Blacks Movement. Powered by Stingray Movements. So get your tickets online now at First in Line JA. No weapons allowed. Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly.
Dear viewers and subscribers, one of the best events in the holidays. So don't be late. Caymanos Golf Club, Ryan LFC represent for this party. I want all the people them to roll out, buy on the ticket early online. Some of the top dancehall artists will be there. So don't be late. Purchase a ticket right now.
Yo, so Umbrella Evening Brunch, Caymanos Golf Club, August the 5th. The diplomats, I'm going to do live, I'm going to do live. I enjoy myself, I want everybody forward early. Can I take a bit crazy? Caymanos Golf Club, you don't know, big brunch.
Yo, Tyreek. Designer beats and cologne, I create that.
On Independence Weekend, Saturday, August 5, 2023, it's all about Umbrella Evening Brunch Anniversary at Caymanos Golf Club St. Catherine from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's a food inclusive and VIP mixed drinks inclusive event. Performances by Diplomat Valiant, Stock Ashley, and the 4th Gen Boss, Donia. Showtime 6 p.m. Music by Chromatic Live, Fire Team, Shabrock Team Wire, and Polo Blacks Movement. Powered by Stingray Movements. So get your tickets online now at First in Line JA. No weapons allowed. Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly.
Dear viewers and subscribers, one of the best events in the holidays. So don't be late. Caymanos Golf Club, Ryan LFC represent for this party. I want all the people them to roll out, buy on the ticket early online. Some of the top dancehall artists will be there. So don't be late. Purchase a ticket right now.
My name is Earl Stevens, former international player and reggae boy, and you're watching Elite Sports TV, Ryan LFC. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date to get the latest content on the Reggae Boyz football.
Oh, and them here. This is Boom Boom, aka World Boom, the Billboard selector. And I represent for Ryan LFC. To get the latest Reggae Boyz content, just hit that like and subscribe button. And the Operation Ball Game, I say, knock it, Ryan.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girlz top striker, and you are watching Ryan LFC YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Good evening, 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 good evening. Big up to all of the people I'm down in the comment section. Fresh God, big up yourself, Bridget. Enough love and respect. Appreciate all of you guys tuning into the show. I'm back, people. I'm back, people. Sorry about not showing up last night. I was tired, people. Really, really tired. And I still feel tired. After that Gold Cup video after video after video, trust me, people, it creep up on you. You get to me and say, but you don't know. We have to do, we have to do, we have to put in the work, or we have to do, we have to do. You get to me and say, people, if you're watching back on the replay, make sure you like the video. People, a Reggae Boyz player. A lot of Reggae Boyz play on the move, but a player locally specific Portmore United will be on the move. Big money. So look out for that. It's coming. Now I tell you now which player, but he play for Portmore. He's going into where all of the butter run from the other day. Look out for it. Something is in the air for a Reggae Boyz player. Locally. Look out for it. I know the club, but you don't know. Can't say nothing. So, can't say nothing yet, you know, but just look out for it when you're going to hear about it in the coming days. You understand? Yeah, man. Went away, back in the JPL, and then he will be on the move again. Alright? So big up to all of the people down in the comment section. Really do appreciate all of you guys. But people, I have the topic, but let's go to the phone line because the people them is calling in early. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Carla, good evening. Hold on, Carla. Just a second, Carla. Go ahead now, Carla.
Yeah, man, you remember the other day when Buckler went company, when Buckler went talk, say Whisper gonna be in a Chelsea first team. I remember the gentleman when come on your program and they go on most of the cuss and say Buckler liar than this and that. Why you not come make nice now?
Should I gentleman that?
Me no remember when me no quite remember when name, you know. Because when company even call your program and when a customer and say Buckler liar than one bag of sitting about Whisper can't go listen on the TV in under 18 and one bag of thing. So how you no call in now come make a bag of nice?
Okay.
And you tell that man the bonfire party, you know, cause sometimes you know you don't believe what Buckler say, you know. You kind of little bit kind of surprised, you know.
What? And everything. And everything about Butler say, me believe. Butler,
yeah, me know.
You me rate Butler, but and everything Butler say gasp. Sometimes Butler get it wrong and sometimes Butler get it right. So never.
But if I get it right, now.
Yeah, if I get it right, wish him get him credit. I said it in my video, right? I said it in my video. So yeah, he get it. I said it in my last video. But big up yourself. Although, you know, big one this. Massive for Whisper. Talk about Whisper in a chain in the man. We want to go back on the past, man. Talk about look up.
No, man. It's the drink commander, man. We just know one the drink commander. We think he's going to drink one.
Carla.
Nah, man. Remember the man. He call it bun me, no.
No, man. Don't beat the Carla. Don't beat the Carla. Listen, man. Listen, man. Carla. Beat Ryan LFC. Beat me.
No,
talk about me there from come. Made it doubt a whole heap of thing when Butler talk about Richards. And beat me. Just me take the beating for the call. Me get that one there.
No, man.
No, man. Don't me tell you, man. Just beat me, no, man. Because, you know, me we believe so when Butler say, yo, when him say, Whisper gonna be a part of the first team. I mean, I say, whoa. Me don't believe that. They buy him, they probably send him out on loan. But to see the man them call up a preseason, yo, we have to just talk it as it is. And me never expect that. First thing, when me see it on the Chelsea website, I call Mr. Butler and I say, Mr. Butler, big up. A whole heap of people do me, myself. So I call him, when me get it wrong, caller, and think, I'm not afraid to be a man and come out. I'm not afraid to take the beat and take the belt buckle. Because one thing with me, you know, caller, I beat every day, you know. So when I'm my time, no man on this show is above the belt buckle. All when me go out with thing on the caller. So that's why I tell you, say, beat me for that. Don't bother beat the caller. I can't remember what I call. But me, beat me. You know? I will take the beat. No,
bad mind speed feeling now.
Oh my God.
Oh, bad mind speed feeling now. The man for the drink some jelly water, man, I wash off him bad mind heart, man. Lick him out, big up yourself.
Take your lick, Mr. Speed. You know when you come on to this show with a ram. Take your lick, man. Take your lick. Take your lick. Take your lick, man. Big up yourself, Carla. Enough respect. People, me not like Dujan Richards. That good for Dujan Richards' career, people. To around so many experienced players. Win the Champions League. Win the Premier League. An experienced coach. Pochettino. Yo, 6 months ago, you know, Whisper never met the under 20 team, you know. And Speed said the youth no good, you know. You get to me, I say? And I'm not going to lie, people. A lot of us get it wrong. Because we never really believe Butler when I say, yo, boy, I'm going to be a part of the first team. Which I chain part of the, I chain with the first team. So, we don't know what happened come the end of this year. You get me? But, big up Mr. Butler. Big up the whole Phoenix Academy. You know what I mean? Big up to Whisper, brother, uncle, father, coach at Kingston College. Butler, you must take a beat, you know. You never want to John Richards playing at the Manning Cup. You, Mr. Butler. You say no. And if Whisper father never fight and say, yo, my son have to play for KC, because me go KC. My son have to play a Manning Cup. And guess what? Where Chelsea see Whisper? In the Manning Cup. In the Manning Cup, the presentation that making Mr. Butler house with the Phoenix and the Chelsea, Joe Sheila, whatever I want to name, that same presentation the man make. It's all about schoolboy Manning Cup thing. Butler didn't want Whisper to play Manning Cup. Let's be honest. We attack it as it is. We are give Butler him credit. I him get the deal done. I him develop him. But Butler didn't want him to play the Manning Cup. And guess what? Couple months after, Butler say him mind and him heart change about the Manning Cup. So I may tell you, all the time, the whole of last year, me I beat Craig and I say, Craig, me don't like how you talk about the schoolboy football. That is what we have in the Caribbean. We have to show the schoolboy football respect. It's not what way we want it. It's not the biggest thing in the world, but this is what we have in the Caribbean. So I am giving Butler him credit, but at the same time, Butler realized, say, hey, schoolboy football is big. That's what schoolboy football is like our championship in England. You get to me? I say our MLS that in Jamaica. Let's be honest, people. Allow me to tell that is our thing, people. So we can't go around the thing. And Butler have to take him beating. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Carla, mute your background, Carla. Go ahead, Carla.
Yes. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How are you? First time calling?
I'm doing fine. It's my first time calling.
Okay.
I'm a Jamaican-born, but U.S.-raised football coach.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my goals is when I retire from coaching football up here is come to Jamaica and try to help the youth system become a better organization as far as training the kids from their 5 and 6 years old. And I've reached out to the Jamaican Football Federation and I've received no kind of response, anything, Individual coaches I've contacted at different levels have said they would love for me to come down and try to help in that situation. What would be the best approach if I wanted to help, because I'm coming from this aspect, this perspective. I think all Jamaicans throughout the diaspora need to come back to Jamaica and help build back up Jamaica with not only their money, but their talents and their experience and all of the capabilities. I'm just a football coach. I'm not a doctor, a lawyer, something like that, but I know I can help when I see the fundamental flaws when I watch the Premier League and the things in Jamaica. When I watch the Jamaican Premier League and I see the fundamental flaws that are being taught at the highest level here in America from their 6, 7, 8 years old, and Jamaica still don't have those kind of talent. What would be the best way for me to help?
The best way for you to help, if you don't get any reply from the Jamaican Football Federation, you can go be a part of a club, or you can just go and open up your own academy and start it from there. Start to put in certain things people know about you, because the federation is a federation where like somebody have to introduce it to them. You understand? So probably have to go that road, or you probably just go do your thing by yourself, or you go touch yourself to a club. I love when me hear people in the diaspora want to go back and to help, especially they coming from the United States, Canada, England, Europe, with that knowledge bringing back to Jamaica. That's going to be very, very key for our youngster on the island. So I would say get the academy, or if you want me to put you on to certain people, I can do that. Are you there, Carla?
Yes, I'm still here. Yes, I would definitely love your help and definitely like your help in these areas. You know, I'm a licensed coach in the United States Soccer Federation, and we don't have to reinvent the wheel. U.S. grew soccer from the grassroots, and I was part of that, living here in Georgia. And I think we can come in and implement something similar island-wide. But I think you're going to need the help of not only the Jamaica, the clubs, but we need a body that oversees everything island-wide, you know? Yeah. So the Football Federation, they're supposed to have a person that's over youth football, but I don't see the results.
Yeah. That's supposed to be Wendell Downswell, and Wendell Downswell, the technical director of the football in Jamaica. And listen, having to hear an interview from Downswell for a long time. And for me, I'm not going to put you on the spot. I will say what I have to say when you leave. So, you know, I don't want you to crush nobody can and then them say, oh, you talking bad on that podcast. You know what I mean? That's how the administration works. So, yeah, I think we want people in the diaspora to come back home to bring the knowledge where they have to bring into the country. And here you're talking about you were part of helping the US Federation, which is good. What license do you have?
I'm an A licensed coach in the United States Soccer Federation.
Okay, you have A license. Okay, great knowledge.
Yeah, I'm turning 50. I'm turning 57 this year, and I grew up, like I said. My parents took me from Jamaica when I was 6 years old. Mm-hmm. So, but I grew up in America. Of course, you have Jamaican parents. You still have the, you know. Mm. And I've been doing clinics down in Jamaica over the last 4 years. I've been coming there and doing, you know, private schools and also other in the community and things like that. Now, you mentioned Wendell Downswell. He's been very receptive to me. He has invited me when they had a trial camp for U17 in Miami. He invited me down to come out and chat with him and things like that. So he's been very receptive. I don't, you know, and I have lots of respect for Mr. Downswell. I think he's very technically excellent coach, amazing coach. You understand? It's just one man can't do it. He needs the help, and he needs help of the entire federation with the clubs and everybody else pulling. You know, one thing had to have everybody in America understood that everybody supports the national team when it comes to national team. But the way you support the national team is doing your local part. So whether you coach U6 or U17 or whatever that is, I think everybody does their part to help build the national team. And I've often said that my work will not be seen until 10 years from now. Them 6, 7, 8-year-olds are playing that system that I hear so many Jamaicans and so many of you guys talk about. The lack of a system in Jamaica where everybody understands. First of all, the terminology is the same, as you understand that, and then the body positioning, the understanding, the ability to move the ball without over dribbling. It's too many touches, you know, and it's a fundamental flaw in the Jamaican system where everybody don't scan. You just don't see them scanning and reading the play before they get the ball, you know. And once they get the ball, now them take 5 touches to orient themselves on the field, and by that time it's too late. The defense closes them down. You understand that? So we have to change the system fundamentally, where instead your first touch can be your head down and dribble. You have to, before you can get that ball, you have to scan and figure out where you want to go. And there's a quick when to do combinations, when to dribble. And you know, like I said, I want to create an island of dribblers. I love the flair. I love when man can mash up man and just chop them up. And you understand? But it has to be a baseline has to be set as far as fundamentally moving that ball. When you see these other teams, when I go anywhere around the world, all their system, the youth play the same system. You go to Spain, same thing. You go to Germany, their youth are in the same kind of system, all the way up that supports their national team. Jamaica's the only place now everybody. Now, I recently brought up a 13-year-old to come play up here, right? And I took him to a practice. And he says, oh, it's different because as soon as you make a mistake in Jamaica, everybody jump on you. He said, up here, you make a mistake, they all pick you up and encourage you and say, oh, and I said, wow, really? So the environment, and we, of course, as Jamaicans, we are the toughest ones in ourselves. And we have to stop that. It has to be a learning process. And one thing I understand, they don't have the academic, but you know, in order to teach, right, you have to use an academic model. And a lot of times, Jamaicans, we know we're very, bossy and braggadocious and boisterous. If the academic model call for 10 steps for you to become a licensed coach, right? some of these Jamaicans that play overseas, they'll skip step 1 through 9 and say, yeah, me know that. Me can take the test for number 10 and pass that. And they will. But when it comes time for them to teach the next generation of coaches now, they don't have the academic model from 1 through 9 that those other coaches would need in order to reinforce it. Then you lose a whole generation of coaches. That's what happened on the island. You lose that generation. There's still some excellent coaches, but they're all older now. You know, these young coaches. And you know, as Jamaicans, we say, me, I gotta do this. Me, I got coach. And you just take over a team without having the knowledge and humbling yourself and say, I need to learn from my experienced coach. I need to apprentice under an experienced coach. And once you do that, then add that to your own coaching abilities, and then you can start to teach others. But we don't do it that way, and the youth end up suffering, and the level of football will never improve. Once again, we are addressing the symptoms rather than the cause. And the cause is we are teaching our 6, 7, and 8-year-olds how to play football the proper way, how to possess the ball, how to move the ball as a group or unit, when to dribble, when not to dribble, when to use combinations, right? How to use both feet, cross to the left foot, cross to the right foot should be equal, All these fundamental things that I see that we have to implement up in the U.S. over my 40 years in coaching, 40 years in playing and coaching up here. You understand? So, like I said, I would look forward to talk to you, or again, linked with somebody that could use my coaching ability. I would offer it free. I'm not looking to spend the money, because early on, one of the things up here in the U.S. was the game, as a phrase, that the game is to be sold, not told. The game is to be sold, not told. That means these coaches up in America came to make money off of it, their knowledge, and they're not just gonna give it away. I'm trying to give it away to Jamaicans. I love Jamaica and I want Jamaica to succeed.
Yeah. Coach, you know what I want to ask you? Why is it for the last 10 to 15 years, I would say the last 15 to 20 years, Jamaica struggle to get a top midfielder in Europe and be successful? The last player we have is Rudolph Austin, the former Reggae Boyz captain, play for Leeds United in the championship and play in Denmark. Why is it, what do you think we not doing down in Jamaica with the midfield stuff, with our midfielder? We get pacey winger, we get forward, we get right back, we get left back, we get goalkeeper, we get centre back. But it's just struggling for our midfielder them to get into the major team.
Remember I told you I want to make an island of dribblers?
Mm-hmm.
The creativeness, when you can dribble as effectively with your right foot as well as your left foot. Because when you're in midfield, right, you have to be able to distribute with pressure on you with your left foot and distribute with your pressure on you with your right foot. You understand? Mm-hmm. Switch the point of attack or advance the ball from the back line to the forward line, things like that, with the skill and the vision necessary. You have to have the ability to turn in midfield, the skill. And I'd like to see that. Like I said, we're not developing that. With two-footed players now that can do that, that have the skill to be able to play that center mid position and attacking mid position. One of my programs up here, that's what we address. We want, and those players are very rare and very hard to develop. But Jamaica is not even doing that because everybody is right-footed or left-footed, and there'll be a little bit of use to the other foot, the weaker foot, but they're not coached how to play in that midfield, how to distribute, how to scan before you can get that ball, how to attack a player, when to lay the ball off, when to dribble, and then that information is gathered during the game, the match, when you get information from your opponent, and you read the defense and read and react. I like to say, and that's one of the things our players are not aware. I even watched this last Gold Cup, right? Mm-hmm. And the awareness. You sit them forward there, and the man wide open the back post, and three defenders on them, and they will not pass the ball. Just fake the shot, and slip it across. We get a team goal. We don't, and that's another thing about what I would teach 6, 7, 8 years. Team goal comes first. What is a team goal? A team goal is something that a Gold Cup is any other international tournament. You're not playing for yourself. You're representing your country. So you are unselfish to a fault. You understand that? How many times in the last Gold Cup you see the man them try kill the ball, just to try anything to get the shot off, and the teammate is open at the wing. Refuse it. And remember how embarrassed was the first match, right? What's his name again? The winger.
Leon
He set
Bailey.
up Leon Bailey, right? Very selfish that first match, right? But the second, he humbled him, right? What happened in the second match? He started to turn provider. And see him set up Damari Gray. And you understand that? You see how different a player he was when he turned provider? When to pass, but now he has to understand when to dribble. See, if I come out, right, and I start to distribute first and set all my teammates up, then no, the defense has to react to me. You know, the defense has to honor my passing game. But if I come out and my head is down and I'm dribbling towards goal, they know I'm not passing. So they're going to send 2 and 3 defenders at me. And they wonder why you can't get a shot off. But the moment you start to distribute and set your teammates up, things open for you. All you have to do is fake now. Now read your spots, when to dribble them, and when to get your shot off. And I always say this to my players. You know what makes a good player a great player? His ability to make his teammates better. Once again, what makes a good player into a great player is his ability to make his teammates better. So if you can set up the Mari great, you can set up Michael Antonio and same Leon Bailey, things like that, right? And all of a sudden he's reading the match now, and they see he's setting up and distributing the ball. Now when he decide to dribble them, no, I'm saying hypothetically. Now when he decide to dribble them, now he has space to do it. But then guess what? If the defense reacts, he's still aware. He's aware, and instead of forcing a shot, fake and set them up again. And that's what. And everybody playing unselfishly, setting each other up, looking for opportunity, what means a successful national team. This selfishness has to stop. These players are not playing. See, when you're playing for your Premier League and things like that, you have big contract. You try to say, when negotiations come, you say, I scored 20 goals on this, I need this X amount of millions of dollars. But no, when you're playing for your national team, all that has to go out the window. You understand that? See, I like the way Michael Antonio played, right? He didn't score any goals, right? But he still was working hard. Did he take any plays off? You see the man work hard, and that's all you ask for him, because his working hard will open up opportunities for others that you can't even see. You understand?
Coach, Coach, I want you to repeat. I want you to repeat something for me. I just wrote down something. Yeah. A lot of people say, but because you may have the book open and me and people, I always take notes. You just said something about Leon Bailey, and we speaking about Leon Bailey this season, especially this Gold Cup, about when to pass, when to shoot, and when to jiver. I think Leon Bailey, even the blind man, could see Leon don't know when to jiver, when to pass, when to shoot. I want you to repeat what you just said about Leon Bailey, about not you said about to make your players them, to make your teammate them better. So the first game, what Leon Bailey were doing were just shoot with him head down.
Yeah.
The second game, he started to realize that, hey, I think the press conference, it started from the press conference, I think the second game where one of the media person asked him, like, you hold on to the ball too much. You don't know when to pass. You don't know when to shoot. And I think he going into that game, second game, he started to pass more. I think that question kind of rocked him a little bit in the press conference. Right?
Yes.
So he come in a different mindset. And I'm glad you touched that point. Right? And he really played good in the second game, in the game against Trinidad, when he started to make him teammate look better. He started to pass the ball.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you still there, Carla?
Yes, I'm still here. I had another text coming.
Yeah.
So to your question now, once again, every team needs a leader or a leadership group. You understand that? Jamaican, you need a general, and everybody, and everything flows off of him. This tournament here, the Gold Cup, it was Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey was the leader of this team. You understand? Now, in the US here, we have a player called Tyler Adams, right? And Tyler Adams is the boss of that team. People don't understand. They think it's Pulisic and the rest of them. It's Tyler Adams. You understand that? And if you're not playing right, Tyler Adams is going to correct you. You understand? So for Leon Bailey, he had to correct himself first. And you understand that? And his mindset had to change. He was humbled. You are playing for Jamaica, and you had the best collection of talent in that tournament. The problem is you're not a team yet. You're not a team yet. Just because you collect players, you're not a team. And where that shows it, normally is when you have to kill off a game. You're up 1-0, you have to see out the game, the last 5-10 minutes of the match. You have to play a team defense. And it's the most beautiful thing to see a team defend as a group and a unit passing on the attackers, clearing balls through and kill off a game and win a match. That's what it shows that you were worked on a practice ground and you are a team. You understand each other out of the role. Others also, when you're chasing a goal and you have to be unselfish and attack and you can't take 10 dribbles in a midfield in a circle. That's doing no good. You understand? And then, we have to go get this goal. So I don't care how it's scored. We have to score this goal, equalize the game, then try to win the match. And all this comes from your leader. And this goal up was Leon Bailey. You understand that? And see, a lot of things I don't understand, that people don't really need to understand it. To play at the highest level in the world, you have to be the ultimate team. And I was very encouraged to see that the players were changing. You see that it just needs more time for them to gel and come together as a unit and play more together. Jamaica's going to be a problem next World Cup when they qualify this World Cup. Jamaica's going to be a problem. But the Jamaicans do the one thing, and when I hear you talk about the Jamaican Premier League, when I watch them on YouTube up here or something like that, when I go down and watch the match in person, you see the flaws, and I don't want to be too critical, But I mean, I just wish I could just come down and and start working on this youth system. We'll work with everybody up, all the way up. You understand that? But we want to focus on the 6, 7, and 8-year-old then. And that's why I would focus. That'd be my main focus. But I'll still work on the 9, 10, 12, 11, all the way to U17 then. Okay. On how to possess the ball, how to switch the point of attack, how to move this ball. You understand that? They don't open it. They don't position their body right. They don't open up. They don't take the proper touch with the ball. They don't scan. They don't. The hips facing the field. You see that? And then the other thing I don't like is when they center backs decide they're just going to go up to the forward line and play forward. Did you notice that? Yeah. They kick the ball. That's indiscipline. No, I'm saying we have center backs that would decide in the middle of a match. It's not them going up for a corner kick or something like another set piece or something. They would just go up to the forward line and try to score a goal. Did you notice that? Yeah. That means Hogwarts is not in control of that team. Them come with that nonsense on my team and it's hell to pay. You have to remain disciplined at all time. I don't care if you want to go score a goal. And what are you doing? It's outrageous. It's a clown show. No, sir. We have to remain more organized. We have the best players. And like I said, Jamaica's going to be a problem next World Cup if they're organized, because they have the talent. And Jamaica, here's my point. I forgot my point. Coach getting a little old here. Yeah. I just lost my point again. Go ahead, Mr. Ryan.
What are your thoughts on the coach in assessment first time in a major tournament with the Jamaican national team? Many people has been critical of him with man management. Me myself, with him change, with him man management and all of them stuff there. But we can take a lot of positive from this World Cup, meaning bringing the team together, the team vibes is off the pitch, bringing everybody together. We have never had that for a long time, probably the last 6 to 7 years. But we see a lot of positive. We score a lot of goals. We have a lot of different goal scorer. But as I said, we yet to see the team play as a team. Individually, yes, we're very good. But what are your assessment?
Yes, let me say I'm 100%. I'm 100% behind Emir Helgemanson, right? Yeah. Coach is a good coach. You understand that? But he's not the disciplinarian that some of these men need. You have to coach these players, you know. You can't just put them out there and think they're going to do what they're supposed to do. You have to coach them. And you put in the system and say, this is what we do, this is what we train. And you watch the film. And when you show them what they're not doing their job and things like that, and you show them on the film, and then you go on the practice pitch and you correct that. And you understand, this is what we do. We're not robots, but this is what good soccer teams do. This is what good soccer players do. And then normally when you do good things, good results happen. You know, a lot of people ask, what's my system? What's my style? My system and style is all of the above. Whatever that individual play calls for, that's what we're going to use in that pitch. You understand that? Which means normally if a goalkeeper's on his line, right, and the defense is back and set, and you're at midfield, a 60-yard shot, it's not a good idea, right? It's not a good idea. But guess what? Keeper come out to clear a ball outside the area, and he's out of his line outside the area, and the ball comes. That same shot from that same location becomes the best opportunity to score over the keeper head, right? Situations change, so you cannot always say, always do this, always do that. You just equip the players with the skill and the talent and the skill necessary and the knowledge necessary to read and react to the situation. Read and react to the situation. What does this call for? Does it call is a slow left back? Because I've gathered that information as I watched the match that played out. I'm going to kick on, run, and use speed. It's a very simple game enough. I always say the game is easy. We make it hard. We mean coaches, players, and fans. We make it hard. It's an easy game. The game is to outscore the other opponent. And what happens is sometimes, right, when you have a good, strong forward, a big striker that score goals for you, all you have to get in the ball, you know, and play a solid defense. But when a team cuts that out and you have nothing else to go to, you don't have a team system that scores your goal. We have systems, you know, that create opportunities. You see the best, whatever the best system you see in Europe, right?
Yeah.
That's what you need both. So you have the best of both worlds. You have a system that scores team goals for you, and of course I always say the best time to send long balls over the top is what? Doing a counterattack when you steal the ball. And your forward is 1v1. Get in the ball as soon as possible. Now we can go turn and burn, go and do some magic, go and score some goals. You understand that? But when he's one and his three defenders run like what happened with Mexico, three defenders. You cannot big line. He'll win some, his chest down, but they got him covered. They got the wings covered, everything covered. You understand? So you have to put that ball on the deck, knock it around, be unselfish, use combinations, and break them down. And okay, this is my biggest point though. What is the best attribute Jamaicans have as just as far as physically? Speed, size, you understand?
Yeah.
Quickness, speed, and what do Jamaicans love to do? Stop the ball and dribble. What the opponent, the slower, like these Central American countries, they love for Jamaicans to start slow the game. Understand that? You know they can come in with tackles. You do not slow the game down. You increase it. When they was in America, right? When Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and them was dunking, right? They call it game above the rim. Only those guys with the athleticism to jump that high to get above the rim could play that game. And then when Larry Bird and the rest of them can't jump that high, they couldn't play in that era. It's that new era, right? Because it was too much athleticism, and you understand that. So instead of playing above, what we as Jamaica, we stop the ball and take 5 and 6 touches, allowing them to tackle us, tackle us, win the ball, and counter-attack it. So we have to learn. Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, finish up, man.
Yeah, so what are talents? Quickness, speed and quickness. How to matriculate that ball down the field, through the midfield with speed and quickness and 1 and 2 touch. And next thing you know, one option, second option, third and fourth options. You understand that? We already know that the ball is going to go to the right winger and the ball starts with the left back. The ball is going to end up, the patterns that we train, understand how we break down defense. But we see that. And our team is seeing and these little Central American men don't have the athleticism to run with us as a team. You understand that? Of course, they have individuals that are pretty fast and stuff, but most, Ryan, there are 3 types of soccer players. You know that? 3 types of footballers. You have runners, you have dribblers, and you have brutes. You understand? Most of your brutes are big center backs, who big and strong and 6'4" and can clear America produce them like water, big, strong, and then you have dribblers. That's your midfielder you're looking for, right? Your talented playmaker to distribute that ball, like keep possession, hold that ball, like can't take it from him. You ever play a man that you can't take the ball from him? He's so skillful, you can't take the ball from him. That's what you need. And then you have that's a dribbler, and you have runners. That's your speed demons, your fast players, your run. You understand that? But no, what happens? What we have to do now, which my mission is to combine all three of those attributes. Because when you're a runner, you're a dribbler, and you're the baddest man on that pitch, then you're Cristiano. You're Lionel Messi. You understand? You become all three of those attributes. Then you become a problem that nobody can deal with. And we don't have problems like that in Jamaica. We need to develop them, and we can develop them. But it has to be done at the youth level. We have to come in with the camp. That's where the money has to be sent. We're spending the money on the symptoms of the problem, trying to fix these guys. This guy Whisper, oh my goodness. Amazing talent. 17 years old, the maturity, the confidence he has, that's amazing. That's Jamaican, that's a Jamaican trait. Me, I gonna do this, and nobody can tell you can break his confidence. You understand that? And that's instilled in Jamaicans. But guess what? You have to be coachable, and you have to equip them with the tools necessary. You know what? So Ryan, if I'm telling you to build a house, right, and I don't equip you with the proper equipment,
tools,
then you build a pretty terrible house, right?
Yeah.
But if you're a carpenter, I give you a screwdriver, hammer, saw, measuring tape, boom, these are all your tool belts. This is your soccer skills, your ability in the air. You shoot with the right foot, shoot with your left foot. Oh, chest down, but bring ball. All these are your same tool belts that you have to. And when I say this, playing with your right foot is just as effective as your left foot, because a lot of time when I see a one-footed player, and me as a coach recognize, I said we're going to shade him to his weaker foot. He's going to create more turnovers. His pass is not going to be as effective. He's going to create. You understand that? If you recognize that a player in a midfield is one-footed, you understand? You know, as a coach, you have to be able to direct your defense, but you have to recognize it first, and then force him. He didn't even know him playing with a weaker foot, and you force the defenders to play him one-sided, and you see the turnovers start to happen and things like that. Things going on in a football match that people don't understand. When you have a left-sided center back versus a right-sided center back versus one that can do both, because he can distribute equally with both feet. You understand? Short passes, medium passes, as well as big long ball them to the forward them when they counter attack. And if people, when I see that a center back have a weaker foot, and when they pressure him and he can't distribute it, and they say, wait a minute, the man was open, and the inaccurate passes, inaccurate passes, is a reason why there's inaccurate passes, because he doesn't have the skill. He doesn't have the skill in his weaker foot. So when they pressure him, that exposes him.
I got coach. Yeah, not the nail, man. Right in the hole, man. Trust me. Really appreciate the knowledge, man. You make me draw for my pen and my paper and think for, when I come down to Jamaica, listen. When I come to Jamaica, where you always go? Which parish?
What? Family in Ocho Rios and our family in Kingston, but all over the island. So I always come to Kingston, Ocho Rios. Where are you guys located?
I'm located in Kingston right now, but I would love for you to do a clinic down at Boystown. I can organize that whenever you go back to Jamaica. You do a clinic down at Boystown.
At Emmanuel Christian Academy one time, right? Emmanuel, I did one clinic. When I do my clinics, right, I use my American voice.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
When I do my clinics, right, I use my American voice. You should have heard the little, what was it, 10-year-old boy then, right? Because after the match, right, I started using my patois. After the training session, right, I started using my patois, right?
So what's the difference? What's the difference you use your patois and you use your American?
Well, I use my American voice so everybody can understand me when I do my clinics. I don't know, because a lot of times I go travel different places, you understand?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And people seem to understand me more. I cannot chat patois in some places, you understand that?
Yeah.
But going back to the story, so I'm after the training session, right, and the clinic is over, I'm debriefing little boy, them sitting under the tree and talk. I'm here when a little face-tenance little boy talk about when I started chatting patois about teachers a foreign coach patois, because I use my American voice the whole time. So they didn't understand, but they paid attention. That's one other thing I noticed. Sometimes we don't respect our own, man. We don't even respect our Jamaican coaches and things like that. There have to be some foreign voice for them to stand up and listen to you. And it shouldn't be that way. Knowledge is knowledge. I respect the knowledge.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Coach, what's your name, Coach?
Yeah. Our coach David Da Costa, DAC. We like Da Costa Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime you want to talk, you can give me a call. You know, we can clarify because I watch your program. I'm very I like Mr. Butler. He's very forceful. See, people that are honest. I love them because you know where they stand and you know things. You can really work with them.
Yeah.
Because it's honestly, but Jamaica, I mean, there's a lot of flaws. We have to coach the coaches, and we have to. I'm starting with the younger kids, even though I'm willing to help any age group, anybody at any time. You understand? But I know that to fix this problem 10 years from now, me and you're gonna have this conversation, and you're gonna say, "Wow, look at this U16 team or U17 going around the world winning the U17 World Cup." Because they can't play with us. If Jamaica stopping the ball and learn to scan and learn to forecast and just play.
So coach, I'm gonna send you one video. I send you one video. I do last. I think I do it earlier this week, right after the Gold Cup, when I was telling Javier Brown and telling Damian Lowe what they're doing wrong. They're not scanning. No. Their body position is wrong. They control the ball and they take two. All of these things where you are saying not everything, but because I play the game too, right? And I get good coaching, right? And I watch the Premier League and learn, especially in the COVID, the best time, the most thing I learned out of football is since the COVID. Just the other day, because of no noise, no fans, no destructive. So you're seeing the game without the fans and all heap of excitement. So I learned a lot in the COVID.
Yeah. When I tell you, the problem is listen, I don't want to call them by the name, but we had some during the COVID, right? We had a league, one of you, United Premier Soccer League, one of the only league that was functioning. The other one, then they shut down. So we had a lot of Jamaicans come up to play in the league. We had a 17-year-old, and I'm going to call him name, very talented, just amazing young player, right? And he didn't. You have to teach these players how to be professional. How to act, how to talk to, and to ask the coaches instructions, things like that. Because some of them just don't know. What the one boy, 17-year-old, and we're in a championship match, right, for the UPSL Georgia division, right? And the man come late. When I say the man come late for the match, then the man come with him, one of him pant leg roll up and him pants a sag. And I'm like, oh my God. I said, scouts are looking at you? And are they going to bring you into their system if you're going to be a problem like that? You have your pants, your body out the door. You have your pants, like you're coming late. It's not important enough for you to get on time. I hear Denzel Washington say, it's better to be an hour early than a minute late. The impression that people, so it's, a lot of times they don't know how to be professional. They don't know how to just say, yes, coach. The two words is just magic. They want to argue and explain things in the middle of a match, in a practice session. I said, that's not the time. After the practice session, where there's a break, if you had a question about the coach's instruction, go and talk to him. That's the time to talk to him. You cannot stop the man practice and argue with him about the instruction he gives you. You understand? But so that's what I saw coming up, the attitude of some of these players down there. And I want to help them with that when they go out to a tryout. You are to be early. You are to help out, meaning not whether you gather balls, so to show you're humble. You're willing to do whatever it takes to make the squad. You understand that? Nothing is going to get in your way. And most of the time, we are in our own way. We won't refuse to get out of our own way because of our ego. And we have to change that. I make these guys understand they have to work on their game every day. You can't come out here and take 100 shots with your right foot and your left foot is weak. You understand? You cannot distribute the ball with your right foot and that's the strong foot, and your left foot distribution is weak. You have to work on the parts of your game that's weak and bring it up to speed with the strong foot. They're wrong understanding. And once again, reading and the awareness, reading and reacting to the game, to the match, and then the awareness. It's most frustrating to see people open at the back post. You remember you playing and you're wide open the back post and the man has forced the ball? There's a reason. The defender he's not looked up to see you. You understand that? Yeah. So as a defender, I'm not going to worry about you. I'm going to send 3 people at him because he's shown me throughout the game he's a selfish player and he's going to shoot come no matter what.
Yeah. And that's why Demarai Gray was so dangerous in this tournament, because he played the game so simple. He passed when he's supposed to pass.
Yeah. You understand that? Yeah. And then when it comes to, you read the match now, when it comes time for you to show some magic, no, I dribble somebody, I dribble this next man and things. But what are things I train him? He dribble the first man, dribble, but a third and fourth always seem to get him. So that's when somebody know and the team need to become a wall, meaning that this is DeMar dribble to us go. Rather than try and look for a through ball or a ball, come back to him and be a wall so I can defeat that third and fourth tackle and go in and goal and push past the keeper. You understand?
Yeah.
That unselfishness, reading and reacting to the game and making good football decisions, for your team. And that's what the Gold Cup should have been all about. So back to your question about the coach. He's a good coach. If we support him, we can do things, but he's not in control of these players. I say that because if you are a disciplinarian coach, you cannot be my center back in the middle of a match and a game that's still in doubt and go up to the forward line during the floor play to go score a goal. When the counter attack come now, you out of position. Well, I mean, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
We have our best defenders there for a reason. Now, Damien Lowe, I like Damien Lowe, good player, no problem, but indisciplined, hard-headed. I can tell he's hard-headed. As a person that has got along with his talent, rather than being able to read. There's a player I used to know. I helped coach when he was Walker Zimmerman, right? He's here on the U.S. national team center back, right? And as a kid, right, Walker Zimmerman don't have half the talent Damien Lowe has, right? But guess what Walker Zimmerman has? The discipline and the understanding and knowledge, and he studies. You understand that? And makes the right decisions. Oh, if it is, but 90% of soccer is just about decision making, And one of the things I used to always teach my play, especially on counterattack, just drop. The opponent's going to give you the ball. Because guess what? They're too eager to go forward and score. They're going to have a bad touch. You just watch for the bad touch, watch for the bad pass, watch for the weak pass, and then you just pounce. Drop first, absorb the pressure. Most of the time, that keep you the ball. You ever notice that?
Yeah. Damien Lowe don't do that well, though, man. He's always running in, man.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. He doesn't. He goes to attack. And he doesn't understand that, And he puts himself out. If he doesn't make the tackle and he get past him, no, we're in trouble. You understand? Mm-hmm. And you have to understand that the people in front of him need to be doing that. And then, you have to be critical. So he's a very good player. If we just coach them up properly, make them discipline and do what they're supposed to do, it's going to be a problem next World Cup. You hear from me? You understand?
Yeah. And
because we won't be able to handle our speed and our especially our counter attack. What?
And you're very right, man. Yo, me I tell a story, boy. Me there the same thing me I say in a day, man. It's not about just want to win the ball, right? You are a defender. You don't have to try to win the ball. You can just get a toe. You want to keep winning the ball, and you get close, them suck you in close, and them turn you. You leave to dead. Like sometimes as a defender, you can back. Yo, me I tell a story. Me don't want disrespect Damien, but when me I play center half, no man no role, Mr. Brother. No time. Yeah. No time. Because what me do, when the center forward have the ball, when the midfielder have the ball and the center forward a feel for me just make him feel me and then me back off. So when my back off and him think him have me and the center half play the ball in front time, me just run in front time and take the ball. Because he's keep on feeling for me. Like I win that every day. Even against Shaman Nichols, he like to brace up. I just say, okay, all right. Me make you feel me. And by the time I center off a plate, me just run come in front there and win the ball. Like all the time, Bridging, Damien Lowe just get it ridiculous. And me I tell you, say, I can't league football me I play. Ask Nichols, me I win every ball him get at him feet. Me I take them with Friday.
Yeah, you have to understand. Remember my original statement. Attackers will give you the ball because they're too aggressive sometimes. But you have to drop and contain them. Why you want to most attackers want you to dive in for the tackle so they can beat you and pass you, right? What they don't want to happen is you to drop, contain them, right? And here come your help defense now. No, you can double team him and take the ball from them. They see they can't handle the double team. So you understand? So there's a point where you have, if you're the last man, you have to go in and tackle. You understand? On top of the area now, right? Once he's in that scoring zone, there's no more dropping. You have to go in and make your tackle, especially on the counter attack when there's no help coming. Then it's 1v1 and you have to do it. But that's not your first choice like Mr. Lowe does. He does it his first choice way up in the field, in the midfield. He gambles too much.
The next thing to when me see our players them weakness, they don't back up player. Like they don't take help. Like they had the second goal that the man them scored a free kick. Javian Brown come help Damian Lowe, and Damian Lowe foul him. How Damian Lowe for I just send the man in there in back him up, and send the man in and lick up in a Javian Brown,
Yeah.
Like them set chop. Our defender them set chop. Like I'm gonna tell a star, boy.
Yeah, my center back. When I coach, right, my center back, I try to have my center backs free. One of them free at least. One of them free to read and react to the situation individually. And I often tell these players, right, sometimes players will cancel each other out on a corner. So that's a corner kick, right? And the ball sail across and come on the other side. And then when I fault Helmgren on that, there's nobody at that back post, outside the post. You understand that? Because players sometimes are good offensively and defensively, and they cancel each other out, and the ball comes through all the way through everybody, or they overkick it or whatever. You understand that? But Damien, one of the things I try to tell my players is, when you see one of your teammates trying to hit a ball and clear it on a corner kick, your thought process is, he's going to miss the ball. I'm going to be there to back him up and take care of it. You understand that? You understand? Their thought process, he's going to miss that ball. We don't have that. We don't have that process where, we're thinking worst case scenario, we hope for the best, but you're planning for the worst. And you got to handle the situation. But you organize your box first. That's the first duty of the goalkeeper and then the center back. You organize that box and you make sure that certain areas are covered. Some people have a hybrid where there's zone marking, others man-to-man marking. Something like I said, man-to-man zone, or some is a hybrid. In case you scouted this team and you know who the dangerous players in what position they like to get the service and head the ball and go. You understand that? So you're planning for them. You have your best headers on there, your best defenders on them, and things like that. And then at Jamaicans, you have to run with them on the corner kicks again now. Run with them, jump with them, head the ball, win the ball, clear the ball, step. We don't step. We don't, have you noticed that Jamaicans, after they clear the ball, they don't step to get those first 2 or 3 players offside position in case the ball comes right back in? Everybody stands there. I remember the goal let's score, right? I remember the US player that I forgot what name. That scored the 1-1 for US, tied up.
Yeah.
If you watch that film, you see 4 center backs for Jamaica, meaning 4 players covering space, and nobody marking. And running with the man, jumping him. You understand? But everybody, that's that hero ball, right? I'm going to save the day. I'm reading them, seeing the cross coming across. But a space has never scored a goal. It's a man kicking in there. You understand? Yeah. And instead of when my youth players, I used to always use terms. I used to call it magnet. Mag. So I said mag from the sideline. They know what they're going to attach themselves to a player. Yeah. Because I read the coach coming in. I just read the ball coming about to be crossing. And everybody's ball watching instead of marking, man. I said, Mag, no, your center backs can be free or whatever, but them other players, you're not a center back. Go and mark somebody in the danger zone. Get in this kitchen. The Americans have a great term called get into somebody's kitchen. That means even if them get the ball, them can't get up a clear shot with their foot or their head or whatever because you're all inside of them. You're not pushing, you're not following them, but you're so close to them, you're bothering them. You're in their kitchen and they can't shoot on goal. That's what you should have done with that player. You understand? Instead of him have a wide open look. Yeah.
Hey, they might tell me something I know about football, but remember me telling the people, I am a student of the game and I know same thing I'm here talking about. You see that same goal, like every tournament we play, we can see these same goals. Where we don't mark the players, cover the space, and cover we play. So 3 things that we don't do when we get inside the box. And the same goal that scored on us against United States, that's the goal that Mexico scored, the first goal, counter, where we have 4 players line off, marking each other. We not picking up the man, and we not covering the space. And if you look at it, the first instinct is to, when the ball go the left or the right side down the flank, our first instinct as defender is to get in front of the 6-yard box. No!
Yes.
Pick up the marker, cover the space, and then you do the right thing. But our instinct, I'm telling you, Carla, we don't do that. Press, cover the space, or don't cover each other. Right? a player can make a mistake. Most of the time when our player make a mistake, we get punished for it. Because our players do not read the game properly.
Remember about Helgrim saying you asked about the coach? That is his coach's responsibility. Because these players, the worst, when I'm come up here for tryouts, right? And you're trying to tell them how to play, how to come out and show the coach and scouts that you can fit into the coach's system. You're willing to play team players, distribute and pass on 1 and 2 touch and move the ball and things like that. They already know you have the talent. You would not have been invited to the tryouts if somebody didn't see you can play. You understand? Yeah. But them so hard, them think they must go dribble everybody and that's going to impress the coach. No, coaches don't like headaches. So when I seen indiscipline in the Jamaican squad in this Gold Cup, where everybody's all over the place and things like that, and no responsibility. Because remember now, when you're attacking, you have defense's responsibility if the ball is turned over. And you cannot be out of position. No, your wingers, your forward and your wingers have more freedom to build. You understand? Be out of position, right? Yeah. And we don't have, like I said, you didn't see anything coming through that midfield, like you said. Like your point about the central attacking midfielder. Everybody seems to try to find that first. You understand that? And once again, we're not developing two-footed players, to my estimation. We're not teaching them dribbling. How to dribble, dribble effectively by not showing the opponent the ball. That's my other pet peeve I see, Forwards going at goal, and next thing you know, he show the defender the ball, the defender tackle him off in foot. We just don't know how to position our body between the opponent and the ball at all times. That's what I teach fundamentally at 6, 7, and 8-year-old. Fundamentally, how to maintain possession of the ball. Again, I asked you, Ryan, you ever played a player that you can't take the ball from him? So skillful. And I'm always at the body in front of you, and next thing you reach for the ball and chucks it to your legs, and bust your salad.
That's a player like Eddie Nazard in his prime. Protect the ball, put him body in front for shield the ball. That's Eddie Nazard at his best. Jack Grealish doing it good too. Yeah.
You come in with any clumsy challenges, them go down and get a foul. Remember Messi in his younger days, early days, you can touch him in the box. Because him stop. You come in with a clumsy challenge and put out there, boom, up, PK. Penalty. You understand? The skill, the understanding to be aware, but once again, aware of your surroundings. You remember when Neymar, Suarez, and Messi played for Barcelona?
Yeah.
If you go back and watch the film, how unselfish they were at times, right? And the time for them to be selfish and greedy and go hungry, they were. And when they read, but once again, they were aware. They read the game, read and react. Oh, defense is a low percentage chance. But what they would do, you see Messi still fake that big shot, right? Which would freeze the defenders and the goalkeepers, and then slip it for Suarez, for just a knocking goal, right? Messi does all the work. Neymar did the same thing too, and Suarez. Unselfish. But your body language and your non-verbal communications all says, I'm going to take this big shot. But into your side eye, you see Neymar come in, or Suarez come in, and you know you're setting him up for an easier chance by pulling the defense. And we don't have that. And when Leon Bailey did that, the first goal at against Trinidad, but Damari Gray scored that. You saw that. The distribution is there. We have the talent. Like I said, I still think we lack in the midfield. There's a couple in England I think would work. You understand?
Like who? But you have any name you could say?
Well, it's so tough, man. He's right. That is the thing. It's so tough. I think he's in Ireland. I think he's 8 or 9 years old. 7, 8, 9 years old. That's a problem. But yeah, I understand. Once again, I trying to solve the problem. And as soon as I come down there, listen, I could come down there next month and set up regional camps and start this. I start to identify the top ballers in the island and each age group and rank them and then watch them and then train them and call in. See, I have a regional camp out in Montego Bay, then one in Negril, one on West Side, St. Betts, and then go all the way through the island, all the way to the East Coast. And, your regional camp, each age group, and you rank them, and you understand. And then you call in a national camp at each age group, the top players. And then it's an invitational camp. You have to be invited once you've been scouted and things like that. You understand? Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden now, this is what happens in America, soccer, basketball, football. The player, basketball, I coached in high school also, right? I coached high school soccer for 10 years, right? Early on in my career here. And the basketball, so I got coached with I also coached basketball sometimes. I coached high school basketball. And they ranked them from their little bit. And one of my players now that used to play for me as a basketball player, he's coaching the top 6th grade team in the nation right now in America. All America, the top 6th grade basketball team, boys basketball team, he's the coach of them. And I'm coaching them. They come on Dallas last week and I won the tournament. You understand? Because the coaching starts early. And then they identify it early. And they have 3 of the top 10 ranked players in the nation on that team. You understand? One 6th grader is 6'7" already. He missed 6'7" already, anything like that. But in America, them serious about basketball and serious about American football. They identify the players early, and guess what they get them? The proper coaching. So them don't develop those bad habits. Because when they get older, it's hard to break them of that bad habits. It's so hard to tell a 13, 14, 15-year-old, no, you can't do that. You have to do it this way. So you have to catch them earlier than that. 6, 7, 8. The more talented 6-year-olds, then the 7, 8, and 9-year-olds, you can get them and train them and show them how to move the ball, how to play with both legs, how to distribute the ball, how to play with their teammates, how to defend hard without fouling, close marking. You understand? How to help. It's something called, I used to tell one of my players, you're supposed to be able to do your job and half your teammate's job. So you're supposed to mark your man, but your eyes on either side, ready to help your teammate if you read the play to stop the attack and things like that. So do your job and half your teammates, man. But in America, they're teaching your kids from young to do that. We're not doing that in Jamaica. It's all hodgepodge.
Well, repeat that again. Repeat that. Do your job. Repeat that for me.
Do your job and half your teammate's job. You understand? That makes you aware. See, if you're marking your man, right? You're marking your man tight, but you have to be aware of your teammate and being able to help him when he needs the help, when you read the play. And that comes through coaching and coaching session, where we tell these, that's where we read the play. And remember I told you, when I say a forward attacking and he doesn't look up, that tells the defender he's not going to pass, he's going to shoot. So we can send an extra defender and leave the furthest person open and slide everybody over. And we can double team now. And then this people come, read the play, and the center back come and read the play and just take the ball from him. You know, that's what happens. You do your job and have your teammates, and you read the play, you react, and then you make the best football decision possible. And you know, like I said, these players don't scan, they're not themselves, they're not aware. It's like American basketball, you coming on a fast break and you have a play on the right and the left, and you don't look, you just go straight down the wall, and the big center just block your shot.
And that's why Leon have that difficulty. Cause he will beat 2, and the third man him lick up in them. They always he beat 1 and then him take so long.
But my solution for that, right? I always tell Leon, you beat 1, beat 2, but somebody has to, one of Leon's teammates have to come and be a wall. Just a wall. When you kick a ball against a wall, Ryan, what happens? Did the wall take a touch?
Yeah, take a touch.
Come right back, right?
But when they say the player supposed to become a wall. So the teammate come obstruct the next player for him to get behind.
Okay,
right?
No, that's not what I mean. Meaning that, okay, say Michael Antonio, right? And Leon Bailey's dribbling in beat 1 or beat 2. He's on top of the area now, right? But they send man and Leon can't get a shot off. Rather than Michael Antonio looking for a through ball or ball, it's too close to the keeper for that to work. You understand that? He comes back to the play and be a wall and do a 1-2 with Leon and send Leon in, right? Mm-hmm. Or I've seen it 1-2 Leon and then Damari come in the ring, 1-2-3 to Damari. You understand that? Or 1-2-3 back to the Michael Antonio, and then him finish. You understand? When you play scrimmage on the playground, right? When you go out there and play scrimmage, right? And the man stand up in front of the goal, don't you have to fake him out and move the ball, right? Yeah. But the man plays scrimmage in the playground and thing, and they look a small goal. I'm talking about small side goal. Yeah. And the man stand up in front of the goal and I block the goal and refuse to come out. You have to. The ball has to move so quickly and fake in order to beat him. Mm. That's what Jamaicans can play as a unit, as a team. But that's my offense that I teach and I preach the offense. That, I call a half-field offense in which everybody's aware, and it's a team goal, especially on the national team level, that we make the best decision. It won't work every time, but when it works, you open them up like a can of corn and you just kick it in the back of the net. There's a tapping. Most of the time, when you play that way, because you have quickness and skill, and you position the ball where they can't tackle it from you. You understand? And then if you read now and your opportunity to score is very low percentage, you fake and slip it to your teammate who has a higher percentage chance of scoring and set him up. And then him set you up the next time. And then, and everybody work for each other, making good decisions. We score some goals. This is my other point now. There's no reason Jamaican. The one thing about Mr. Lowe is he's good in the air, scoring goals on his corner. You understand that?
Yeah.
I've seen him score from when he was with Miami, but he scores goals, right?
Yeah.
Nobody should be able to play with Jamaica in the air on these corner kicks and things like that. Nobody should have that athleticism. You understand that?
Yeah.
But we are afraid to head the ball in Jamaica. 90% of Jamaican players are afraid to head the ball. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Some of them just...
They make it...
When you see Cristiano...
Yeah, they make Cristiano Ronaldo and chest it.
Is Cristiano Ronaldo a foot up taller than everybody else when he go up to head that ball?
Yeah.
2-3 feet taller? You understand that? That should be the whole Jamaican squad. But we're not taught that at them young ages, that the heading is a weapon. Most goals in world football are scored from a set piece. You understand that? Goals are still scored through the run of play, but most of the people them fight for them set pieces and free kicks and everything like that, and corner kicks, because that's their best chance to score. They bring them big center backs up, it's hard to handle them. You have to fall, you understand that? And then I preach, run with them, jump with them, win the ball, clear the ball, step. But Jamaica clear the ball. When the corner kicks come in, Jamaica don't step. They just clear the ball, and then the ball come back in, everybody's on side. That goes back to the coaching again. He's not in full control of his players. It's not his fault. He just get there. Just get there. You understand that? Some people have systems that, they've been working on the offensive and attacking system for years, some decades. Sometimes it's generational. Them father use that same system, they might use it now. You understand? So Mr. Hopkins, I'm not blaming him for that, but next time now, during this CONCACAF Nations League and things like that, we should see a difference, because we should see the emergence of a Jamaican system, a system of play that holds everybody accountable, understands what's best in this position here, best case, once again, not 100%, but what's best case, what do good teams do? And if good teams do good things, they're normally successful. You understand that? And at the end of the day, the objective is to score. You play to win the game. The famous American coach said that. You play to win the game. Not for you stand up there and dribble everybody and tell everybody after you lose the game, match 2-0, you say, yeah, you see me bust the man salad, you see me, he might pile him, I'm going to do this to this one. That's selfishness, selfish. You're talking about your individual accomplishment. I would just lose the match. You understand? We have to come up with a system in Jamaica, and I feel the best way to do that is start with the youth. So when I tell you, we asked about that midfielder who can come in Jamaica and do that, he's 6, 7, 8 years old right now. We have to train him. I want to see him. Because last time I came down here, right, he had these two dreads, young kids. I think they were like 8, 9, and 10 years old, and they were both center backs. Oh my goodness! The guy that I was coaching him. What's that football team name? My son wouldn't know. But what on it? Right? But the two of them was twins, right? So the communication was so natural, and they sit them back, the two center back, dealing with every situation, communicating, talking. And then my little best friend out on the right back and left back. I see them talk, and I said, that's the future right there. Communication. Them kids, twin brothers, know each other and have the athleticism and the talent. And oftentimes in youth football, right, teams that you can be highly skillful, right? But if you don't have the athleticism and the speed, you cannot play at a certain level. You understand that? Yeah, up here, Atlanta United is our big club here. Now I live in Atlanta, right? Atlanta United. We had what they call a homegrown player, right? And he was 17, and they give him a chance, right, to go out there. And normally at that time, Miguel Almiron was playing, Tito Villalba, all fast players, right? And when they pick up the ball on a counter attack, them just take off. Boom! You see the burst of speed and athleticism, and them gone past defenders. This young kid now, him pick up the ball. He's very skillful, right? Pick up the ball, but there's no burst. And defenders just run past and defend him and double team and take the ball from him. And they cut him and they got rid of him afterward because he didn't have the athleticism to play on that level. Remember about playing above the rim in American basketball?
Yeah.
If you can't jump up there, you're not Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, the rest of them, Jack. You cannot play that game. And that's the game I want for Jamaica. And I want your help, Mr. Butler help, the Jamaica Football Federation help, Wendell Downswell, everybody who's willing and love Jamaica. If you don't love Jamaica and doing this as it's not a money thing, it's a love thing. That Jamaica is going to be a problem this next World Cup and then from future on. Because all the rest of these small countries, when Denmark, you think Denmark have more people in Jamaica? You see Switzerland have more people in America? But you see Switzerland competitive? I can't beat anybody? Because they develop their players. You understand? You have to develop players. It's not just going to happen. You have to have the people, you have to have the knowledge. And too many Jamaicans are egotistic. They don't have the knowledge. You see what I just told you here? That's a lifetime of learning and coaching. I'm spilling. And that's not even 10% of what I would implement. You understand?
Yeah.
When I control a team. Because you have raw coaches, right? Who can give big speech and talk thing. And you have technical directors who orchestrate every move on that field and give them the options and have put the players in a position to win and to be successful. That's what you need. A technical director, somebody that's technical with the game, but also can motivate people and things, you know. Because I've had to do both. You have to be, because when we're playing a better team, it don't mean they're going to win the match. We have to use tactics to win the game for. That's one my college coach, right? Tell me, that's even though you don't have the best players, you still have to win the match. You have to have the tactics of the game, winning match for you. Whether you park the bus and defend and counterattack. You know, one team got me like that when I coached in high school, right? Lakeside High School. We're a much better team. And then park the bus, all of this counterattack, right? And the whole match then is 0-0, right? 2 minutes to go in the match now, right? And once again, they park the bus, right? And we attacking them. And we send numbers forward. That's when they decided to come out and surprise us. Them come out with 6-7 players now attacking us. Guess what they did? Our players were so used to them bunkering and staying back. We didn't run back and them scored a winning goal. Taught me, I learned more lessons from that loss than anything else. That coach knew he must not can't play with us, right? So he said, hold on, and then plan for it, and then the man execute. I give coach him credit, man. You understand? It's the same thing. Because
you learn that defeat. They say sometimes some coach tell them the man say, when you lose, people make it feel like at the worst thing. Sometimes it's a lesson. You learn more from that.
Best thing in the world. You know, you learn. And the other thing is watching film. We don't watch. I don't know if we watch film or not. As a team, my teams always watch film, and I show them because when you talk to a man, especially Jamaican, and he say, you know what, I know you want to play left wing, but you're predominantly right foot. What happens is you're unable to cross the ball when it's time for you to cross with your left foot with any kind of accuracy. You understand? You know, when Messi started doing that, right? Playing on on a weaker foot to come over, playing on the other wing rather than in strong wing. That's what you lose. You get the ability to shoot coming across the top of goal, right? But when it comes time for you, as your left wing and your right foot, predominantly right foot, it's harder for you to cross the ball when you're supposed to cross the ball. And that presents itself in two ways. You know what a retreating defense is versus an attacking defense? When you're attacking a team, right? Say it's a counterattack, and the center back, everybody's running back towards their area, right?
Yeah.
And the ball is on a wing, and your wingers want to cross it in, right? Everybody's going towards the goal, right?
Yeah.
But what the winger do? Him cut the ball back, right, and don't cross it. Pull it back on him stronger foot, right? And guess what the defenders do? Instead of running back towards their own goal now, they start coming back out. Now they're an attacking defense, trying to head the ball out rather than running back towards their own goal, where anything can happen and enough own goals happen. You understand? So we don't, our players, they don't understand. I see that in the Premier League. They don't understand. You have to keep them a retreating defense. If the play call, you see them running back towards their goal and our attackers are attacking, force them to make the play while they're running towards their own goal. They're more susceptible to score own goals, and then have the second ball. Now we're winning the second ball. Bus trip, that center mid or whoever that is up in that top of the air. So when the half clearance happen, we're there to win it, and then we're to finish that. You know, I just, but these players, they don't understand the game at a certain level, and that's what I hope to do. So, Ryan, with your help, I'm willing to come down and
Listen, I'm going to organize, because you're the longest call ever upon it, because you're giving me some gem. I learned so much thing. It's 1 hour and a half I'm speaking to you, which is good. But here, what I want you to do for me, right? Because right after this, I'm going to take some call. What I want you to do is just message me right after this, your name and coach.
I'll message you. I got something to message you.
Message me. I will link you up right after the show, because this show not going to be a long one. I will link you right after the show, and we can discuss something and put you onto some people in the administration.
It's been a pleasure. I listen to you all the time, so I know you understand the game. I'm impressed by your knowledge of the game. It's just, once again, it's the implementation of your ideas that our coaches in Jamaica have. Some of them know the game, but like I told them, teaching individual lead-up skills, what we call it, individual lead-up skills, from the basics to everything. That's what I teach. So I appreciate you, sir, and it was a pleasure talking to you.
All right. Thanks, man, coach.
Yes, sir.
All right. Enough respect. All right. Jamaica people, that's a coach. You know what I mean? Telling you I'm a student of the game, and I'm here to learn. So, right, this coach called in and give a whole heap of knowledge and think. People, we have almost 300 of you guys in the chat. Stop what you're doing right now, people, and hit the like button. We're going to go into our next segment of the show. I know a lot of people were calling, but people, I am not going... honestly, people, I wasn't going to do any show tonight, right? I was just taking some rest. But, my commitment with you guys, right? Big up to Soldier from out of England for him donation. Thank you very much for your £5 super chat. Really do appreciate it. Super sticker. Enough love and respect. Danny Jed, big up yourself. Dennis, big up yourself. Pagan, big up yourself. Patrick, Wellness, big up yourself. Nothing about love and respect. Big up to all of the people them down there comment. Salute. Enough love and respect. Really do appreciate all of the people them down in the comment section. Zimmy Russell, big up yourself. Pagan, Stefan, big up yourself. Enough love. Alamajed, big up yourself. Boza, big up yourself, brother. I haven't seen you a long time. Kevin, big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. All of the people them down in the comment section. Stop what you're doing now. Brown, big up yourself. People, all I want to do in the comment section. Come on, people. Smash the like button, people. All right. Hit that like button. Danny Jed, big up yourself, brother. Enough love and respect. Appreciate all of you guys down in the comment section. History, the caller. All right. All right, people. We are going to the next segment and thing. People, I want to done exact 10 o'clock. I want to get the right amount of sleep. All right. All right. So, all right, so people, we're going to move on to the next part of the thing. So let's look for this, people, and think. Yes, people, like every single day for the last 2 weeks from my come back from my vacation, like once it touch 11 o'clock, I start to sleep. That means I'm so tired, people. So, these live stream take a whole heap out here, and it affect the next part of the job. So I have to make sure that I'm balanced in my time. I went to the gym, then I coming back to do this show. So, all right. So, people, want to know the FIFA World Cup kicked off tomorrow, right? And the Jamaican national team will play on Sunday. Kickoff versus France, all right? But FIFA make a big announcement before the World Cup kickoff, all right? About players, because a lot of rumor was going around that FIFA going to pay the players them individually, not the Football Federation. So I want to play something for you guys, and I want you guys to remember this date. But let's take this call first. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man, right. That Carla go short still, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
But I just want to show everybody where I watch the thing, isn't it? Because you say they do not show tonight, isn't it? But you still come on and give 1 hour. That consistency, no matter, isn't it?
Yeah.
1 hour. Come on, Jimmy, have to draft the notepad save for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you have to just get up and know, say, every day consistency, isn't it?
True.
Like, 1 hour put in and you watch it.
True.
The amount we're going to get in a 1 hour same way.
Yeah. For real. For real, caller.
One of the greatness, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
When I let go and give people, I just consistency, man.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, caller. Enough respect.
Right.
I tell the player them, man, if you want to be better, you have to train every day. All when you know want for train. All when you're tired. And I'm tired. But I still show up and I still turn up. Alright? So people, do the right thing, people. So do the right thing. Big boss, big up yourself, brother. No love and respect. But people, that's what FIFA say. Listen to this.
Welcome back. It's now time for your midday sports. Now, on the eve of the FIFA Women's World Cup to be jointly hosted by Australia and New Zealand, FIFA President Gianni Infantino has said the world governing body cannot guarantee the announced prize money for players will actually get to the players. Infantino says FIFA will distribute money to federations rather than oversee direct payments to players. The world governing body announced in June that every player competing in the tournament would be paid at least $30,000. Now, Infantino said Wednesday that ensuring such payments go directly to players isn't feasible. The General Secretary of the Jamaica Football Federation, JFF, Dennis Chung, is, however, reassuring that the Reggae Girls will be properly compensated.
What I can say to you is that we will ensure that our players, get everything that's due to them. We have a contract with the players, and we will ensure that players are paid everything that is due to them.
Meanwhile, ahead of their Group F opening match against France, Jamaica's Reggae Girls have been given an injury boost, with a forward Jodie Brown turning up for training on Wednesday at the Victoria Training Centre in Australia. Brown picked up a thigh injury on Sunday in the Jamaicans' 1-0 win over Morocco in a friendly international. But Brown, who trained by herself while the rest of the team did tactical work, completed several 100-meter sprints to maintain her fitness. The 21-year-old also did some gym work, but despite the encouraging signs, team doctor Gillian Lawrence says there is no guarantee that the forward will play on Sunday. Meanwhile, assistant coach Xavier Gilbert says today's tactical session was geared to dealing with the threats of the French team.
The training session was pretty much how can we exploit some areas that we think will be left available by the French, and also how to curtail some of their strengths in terms of how we defend, especially in the wide areas. We know where they're going to want to exploit us, and they're going to counter press a lot and then try and force us through the middle and do a lot of pressing from there, and then go directly. They play a lot in transition. So this session was pretty much how to curtail some of the things that we anticipate that they've been doing over the past few games, and how we anticipate they're going to attack us.
Now, former national...
So people, when you hear Dennis Strong speak about the girls I'm going to get well paid, listen, Dennis Strong, I'm glad. Write down the date, people. Because you see, after this World Cup, I don't want Dennis Strong tell the girls them nothing. So I make sure write down the date, people. Listen to me. I'm not in the joke thing, with Dennis Strong, Right? I make sure we're going to write down the date. You hear Dennis Strong say the girls them will get them paid. And me now wait till after the World Cup, the girls them complaining about money. Last World Cup, a problem for the girls them get them money. FIFA give them money. Right? So, I'm going to write down the date. Today I do date. And I make sure write it down so I can pull up back that video and hear what Dennis Strong say. Because we now ramp with them. A serious thing we are talking about. 19. Dennis Strong, JFF, Gensec said the women's team will get full compensation, proper pay on TVJ. All right, people. So write down that. Can't forget the date. All right, because I'm going to pull up back that video and think in the future. So make sure write down the date in my book. So FIFA give them the money. I don't want to hear the nonsense after the World Cup when the females them supposed to get their money. I am not in it. I wish the girls them all the best. We ain't the foolish. All right, people, let's take this card. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Carla, good evening.
Good evening, good evening. Let's say rise the black book.
Yeah, man. Write it down, Bridging, cause we ain't at the fooling issue, Dennis Young, you know. We're not in the fooling issue, brother. The girls, them, supposed to get them butter and do the right thing, brother. So after the World Cup, I don't want to hear no foolish. Yeah, go ahead, Carla.
Yeah, but boy, them put you in a sticky group because in the group over there in the World Cup, we have one number 15, number 15, number 18. And I think we would have been the third best team in that group because we would have ranked 43 and the next team ranked 50 something.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So,
I don't know if you don't listen to the program. This is what I learned. All right. I was just listening to our coach. I'm writing down some notes. So I'm going to tell you what the coach just said. Right? Yeah. Your team, France is better than Jamaica. Right? France is better than Jamaica. They have much better quality player than Jamaica. But your tactics and your game management can get the better of this France team. Although they're better than you. It's how you set up a team and the tactics what you're going to use.
Yeah, but Ryan, not that in everything, bro. Alright, watch out. To be honest though, you have some team, no matter the tactics, you can't go get over them team. But with the Jamaican female team, France is better than us, but when I say tactics can get us far because we have quality players. Mm-hmm. If we never had quality players, tactics can't go nowhere, brother. So the coach needs to add to it, you know. With quality players and proper tactics, you can go far. Without the quality players, I remember we have Bonisha.
Yeah, but you still can have a team, but they don't have the quality, but the tactics.
No, but that is what I'm saying to you. Mm-hmm. If you don't have quality, no matter the tactics, no real can help them. Pep Guardiola can help if you don't have quality. Jose can help if you don't have quality. So Ferguson, Jurgen Klopp, them man can help if you never show no quality.
Yeah, but look what you see the smaller team, but they don't have the quality.
Did you have time with a smaller team, beat one big team, and go for a tournament without quality players?
America.
Without quality players, you know it. You don't notice the players some of the America team.
America have no only big name player, brother.
And a big name player, me I tell you about quality player, my boss. Quality players. It's not that's why I say, all right, a big name player is different from a quality player. I remember say you would have players who are big name, but they're not necessarily quality. So if you look at Morocco and you see Hakim here, quality, Arthur, Hakimi, quality, Sofian Amrabat, quality. But remember, as I tell you, these people are quality players, Them 3 men they alone, I'm call a quality players, Sofian Buffal, quality player. That is the thing where you need quality. You might not have 10, 11 quality. For example, if to me, Jamaica team could have won the World Cup the other day. Because we have quality players. You know what was the problem? They lack the tactics. The tactical system. For example, I don't know Jimmy, I know the Reggae Boyz, you talk about your thing right now. But I just want to give you an example, because I never called for it the other day. In the game against Mexico, right? Where we were playing long balls, deliberate long balls as well, up to Mikel Antonio. The tactics, there's a thing, and you know this, because Liverpool team, you can play long balls as a tactical approach in the game, but it is the way in which you play. For example, as opposed to playing it to the striker, you play it to the flanks, play it to the wing. So if your player don't win it and an opposition player wins it, it can lead to a corner. Not corner, sorry. It can lead to a throw-in which is in their half. So you would win back the ball, but you have to play a game of like second ball structure. So you have to set up the team in a second ball structure where you're playing the long ball, but your main aim is to win the second ball. But Ryan, in the first loss of the game, we were playing it for Antonio to knock it off and try to create something to score a goal, which is a wrong tactic in long ball. When you're playing long passes, it is a wrong tactic. But if you did that tactic, we are trying to use the wing, where we have speed on the wing. The fact that the matter is, in football, they know the winger, when you play the ball to the wing, the person who is playing on the wing, his body is more akin to open up as opposed to the man who is central. So the man on the wing is a little bit more, he can open up a little bit more where he can knock the ball inside, he have a little bit more space. He can play the ball in terms of for you to get a chance to win the second ball. If you don't get the second ball and the opposition wins the second ball, it sets up the counter press. So it sets up the counter press where you're in their half already. So you're basically counter pressing to win back the ball higher up the pitch. So that's why I'm saying to you that with the quality players, you need the quality tactic where you can utilize the quality tactic and do damage in the game. So for me, the Jamaican team has a few quality players in it in terms of you have good players. But like a Jody Brown is quality. Bonishaw is quality. The Chelsea question him. I remember her name now. I'm gonna tell you, we have quality. So I won't rule out us getting a result in the game. Because I think in Sunday gone we won the game against the woman Morocco team. But what I say is the players you need to have quality players which you can deploy the tactics to, right? Because at the end of the day, the tactical what their coach is telling you is as if the coach himself can be such a big difference where his tactics outweighs the ability of the players. And not goes up. And that we have to get away from that notion. They say the coach is the coach is important in the setup of the team, but the players are the most important factor in the team because they are the one who's going to do the execution. But the way in which that coach was arguing, it's as if the coach is the most important.
No, brother, it hand in hand, brother. The coach and the players is hand in hand.
No, man, I'm telling you that. Listen, I said the coach.
Brother,
I don't.
May I tell you, say me disagree with you on that, brother. And in
no, man, you are saying disagree, but I'm saying to you that we are in a generation now that I think, for some reason, we tend to give coach 90% of this.
No, brother. No, CC, no, brother. It go hand in hand, brother. Trust me.
But me I said
Man United and Alex Ferguson, them no win so much striker and Alex Ferguson. Pep Guardiola the same thing, brother. Hand in hand, brother. The coach make a big difference. Every great team need.
No, I'm not saying.
Every good team need a good coach. Coach is very important. All right, hold on, man. Brother, it's hand in hand, brother. Just cool, no, man. The two of them.
So let me ask you a question. What do you say about Bayern Munich? How much coach Bayern Munich have over the last 11 years?
They probably about 11 or 12 coach.
How much time Bayern Munich win the league over the last 11 seasons? Every single year.
No, you can't look at it like that, brother. You can't look it like look on it like that, brother. Coaching make a difference, brother.
I am saying to you that a coach makes a difference, but I'm saying to you that when you have certain level of quality players, the coaching difference can come to, like if you have a Champions League and you can say, all right, the Champions League. But I'm saying when it comes to a certain league, certain type of coach and certain players where you have at the disposal, Juventus is not doing well right now. It's not as a result of the fact that Juventus now have a big coach. Because the coach is not said Juventus now have a decent coach. It's not the fact that Juventus don't have the level of players that they have before. And them disposal like one time. So as I'm
No
saying
man, Inter Milan, Inter AC Milan, brother, good, competitive, brother. The Serie A get competitive for the last. If you look at the Serie A,
yeah, but may I ask you a question? Who coach Napoli? The man who coach Napoli, you know him from? Which part you know him from? Where him come from?
it no matter, brother, but it go hand in hand, CC, because it's competitive. The Serie A is competitive. Check the last 5 seasons. 4 different teams win the Serie A, you know, brother. That I tell you something competitive.
No, Ryan. No, don't do that for boss. Which 5 seasons?
The last 5 seasons, check how much different champion you have over Serie A.
I know Serie A before Napoli win it, AC Milan did win it the other day.
Inter Milan, brother.
Win.
AC Milan, Inter Milan, Juventus.
And nobody else.
That's 4 different winners, brother.
A 3 winner that one. Inter, AC Milan. Hold on. Inter Milan win it.
Inter Milan win it. Yes, last season done.
I know AC Milan win it. I know Napoli win it recently. I know. Well, if them win it, but what I'm trying to say.
CC, me have limit. CC, me have limit amount of time. Come on, done 10 o'clock, brother. So you have to make it quick. Because I need to run through the rest of the stuff.
What I try to say to you is this: the coach is a important factor. But me I say so I don't want to overplay the importance of the coach in the entire team, because at the end of the day, if we're saying that, right, that means say, oh, the coach, when me and man come talk about we have to beat the coach, then them have to move with that notion, so we must not beat the coach. But for me, this Jamaica team was the World Cup the other day underperforming. We have under delivered, and the team now, the team that we have now. The goal was to reach the final minimum, and we failed. So at the end of the day, as we tell you, it comes back down to, even if you have the coach, you need quality players to carry out the tactics. And whenever I know quality midfielder, apparently, are the tactics.
Napoli too. See that Napoli win it. 4, right? For the last 5 seasons.
No, I know Napoli win it, man. I know Napoli win it and AC Milan win it and Juventus win it. I was trying to
Inter Milan.
Inter Milan won. If Inter Milan win it, yeah, 4 win it in the last 5 years.
Yeah, so I'm right. So it's competitive, brother. I catch the team, them catch up on the team, them catch up on
the point. Yeah, but the point I was making is that the coach who win it with Napoli is basically a coach is up and coming. The coach who win it recently with
it no matter, brother. It go hand in hand, brother. The coach is very important, just like the players.
And I'm saying, yes, they are very important, but the players is 70% and the coach is 30%. So if you have a coach and we are next people that the coach is 70.
Brother, 50-50 me see it, brother. I know coaching at this level.
Me not see it 50-50.
Brother, at this level, with Pep Guardiola, brother, look at what Pep are doing at England, brother. Just look at what Pep are doing at England, brother.
We not see it 50-50 still, because there have been many cases in history where you know the team will win, but you remember the coach. They did
I wear that happened, brother. I wear that happened in a top flight, brother.
Now I'm saying to you that it's just recently we have this notion where a coach praising we're gone to. Recently, we're gone to the coach praising business. That's what I tell you. We're gone to coach praising now. And like one time when you used to say players, but we're going to coach praising.
No, brother. I think you underestimate the coach, brother. CC. Don't do that, man.
When I underestimate the coach, you know, I'm just saying to you that the coach is not a majority, and it's not even 50% either. They have to have the players them execute. But I mean, that's a your opinion. My opinion is 70-30. But it is what it is. But you have limited time, so
70-30. You're bad, do a CC. And 70.
Yeah, man, my humble opinion, man. 70-30.
When I kill it for your opinion.
Hold on, the last thing I'm going to say. The last World Cup, the man they win. Argentina win that World Cup. This brother, a 2-time him recently a coach in his career.
Brother.
That is why I'm saying 70-30.
No, brother, this Argentina coach, brother. You watch the World Cup, brother. The man game management, the man start team changes. No, brother, me tell you it's important, brother.
And I'm saying to you that this coach here is a coach, is nobody basically. And going to win 2 titles with Argentina. Bigger coach than him couldn't win title with Argentina.
No, because the balance never right, brother. CC. The balance never right, brother. And it's up to the coach to get that balance right, CC. It's up to the coach to get it. And the coach job is to get the balance on the field. The best starting lineup are going to get the better.
We have Jamaica 1 win, 1 draw, and lose, and a loss. So we can, if we can qualify with 4 points.
Who do you think we're going to pick up a points from?
We'll pick up a points from the France game.
Okay.
We'll lose to Brazil. And we're going to beat the next game.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, man. Me work with that.
All right. Yeah, big up yourself, CC. All right. People, CC said, boy, CC, bad, brother. Pep Guardiola, without Pep Guardiola, people, I'm telling you this. Sitting and win that 3 years in a row, especially when Liverpool are undone that Manchester City team. Trust me, bro. Pep Guardiola make a big difference, brother. The man know when to change him tactics. The man know when to start him best team. The man know when not to make a change. Brother, coach is very important, people. I'm telling you that, man. But, Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Ryan, what about?
Me there in a Carla.
Yo, you know more highlight something before you run off my show now. Yo, me just listen to the report where you just play Dennis Strong attack, you see? And yo, we have to listen to your words and what I'm saying now. Because I know him not tell the journalist that yo, him going to pay out the 30,000 US, you know. I make them know say, yo, we have a contract with the girl. So, and then going honor it. And the contract we have with the girl is a different thing from paying out the 30,000 US or FIFA. A pay out the players who are participating in the World Cup, you know.
Hey, Carla, CC kind of distract me. You're right, you know. Because the girls them have a contract and this is what caused one of the problem. Hey, Carla, big up for that, brother.
Yeah.
Big up for that.
So we have to pay attention to the word in them what my man say in an interview. I know him not say nothing about paying out the players the 30,000 US. The journalist knows that yes, you can honor the contract what we have with the girl. And for you to represent the national team in any sport, you always have a contract with whatever federation.
Yeah.
That's a total different thing from what? From the FIFA, the 30,000 participation price. You understand?
Yeah.
So we have to listen. We can listen out for this song that come up in a bro.
It's going to come up.
It's
going to come up.
Because they might come back and tell us that, yo, we have expenses and we have to take care of this and flight and all of them there. So right now, Dennis Strong and the administration probably spend this money and want to come in here. You understand?
So each player have to get 30,000. Each player have to get 30,000.
Yeah, so we have to listen to when them do them interview and what them say. Yeah. I make them know say, yeah, we can honor the contract we have with the girl. That have nothing to do with.
Yeah.
As it relates to you can pay out the prize money. Participation prize money.
30%. FIFA. Kevin JFF. Money. Dennis Strong.
Yeah, bro.
Dennis Strong said we're going to honor the contract. So, Carla, thanks.
Oh, we have with the girl.
Yeah.
If you play it again, I'll listen to it.
I'm going to play it again, but I just write down them notes and thing because I know that this thing will come up back again, you know. I want to make sure so me have all of them things right down and thing, you know. Because I am not into the joke thing with Dennis Strong. I am marking Dennis Strong, you know, man. The amount of X me upside of
brother, we see it, you know, man.
Say
coming already, you know, brother.
30% with the girls. FIFA. You get the money. We have a contract with the JFF. JFF have a contract with the players.
Contract with the girls. Yeah, yo.
But that money is a bonus, you know, man. So anyway, Carla.
Yeah, it's a part that may I say it's a participation money for participating in the World Cup. You understand?
Yeah.
It's a total different thing from what them supposed to pay the girls for their match fee or whatever. Or for qualifying for a tournament or whatever. You understand?
Yeah.
When Dennis Chung them a play on words and thing, you know, bro, we have to listen to them, you see me?
Because they're a good politician, man. FIFA clearly state that the players are playing different from the... Anyway, Carla, I'm gonna play about this thing. Because CC end up come and distract me from even more point I'm supposed to give about the world, about this money thing when that thing.
Yeah. Yo, me there listen to him, man. Why am I saying that's a rubbish, you know?
Who that?
I don't know, 70-30, nothing, man. No, CC, man.
How did I put it with the coach?
No, 50-50, bro. If you look for Manchester United, the same set of player them, my man. Team. The core base of the team where them are win with much cycle. And then Sir Alex left. And then nothing since that. If you have drawn many conclusions, bro, the coach have a lot to do with it, bro.
It may tell CC, but you don't know him have his opinion and thing. I'm telling him I disagree with him, brother.
Yeah, bro, even look for your side, Liverpool. The man that win a league for 30 years. How much coaches they go through?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Coaching have a lot to do with it, bro.
True.
Alright, yeah, bless up.
Big up yourself, Danny Jet, big up yourself, Danny Jet. Danny Jet, more remind me, you know, Danny Jet. Don't make Dennis Strong believe, say, because CC come a while ago, you know, because when you realize sometimes you get distracted with different color, with different thing. But we're going to play about that clip and listen to Dennis Strong words. Because remember, my teacher tell me all the time, you know, seeing people, I have somebody who will help me forget a better understanding with people words. But Dennis Strong, this caller, CC come and distract me. Dennis Strong, always you have to pay attention and listen to them very carefully because Dennis Strong is a very good politician.
Welcome back. It's now time for your midday sports. Now, on the eve of the FIFA Women's World Cup to be jointly hosted by Australia and New Zealand, FIFA President Gianni Infantino has said the world governing body cannot guarantee the announced prize money for players will actually get to the players. Infantino says FIFA will distribute money to federations rather than oversee direct payments to players. The world governing body announced in June that every player competing in the tournament would be paid at least $30,000. Now, Infantino said Wednesday that ensuring such payments go directly to players isn't feasible. The General Secretary of the Jamaica Football Federation, JFF, Dennis Chung, is, however, reassuring that the Reggae Girls will be properly compensated.
What I can say to you is that we will ensure that our players, get everything that's due to them. We have a contract with the players, and we will ensure that players are paid everything that is due to them.
Meanwhile, ahead of their Group F opening match again.
Yes, people, yeah, Dennis Strong said, which is good, but every player who participates in the World Cup is supposed to get $30,000 US. Wow. FIFA has so much money in a woman football. Nothing less. You understand? $30,000 US. Not $30,000 Jamaican dollar. Mind the JFF think of $30,000 Jamaican dollar, you know, people. Trust me, you know, because the man them is very slick, you know. You get me, I say? But people, me I telling you this, people. You know much time players have contract with JFF and JFF broke it. They are very good at breaking the laws. Them sign contract with the Reggae Boyz and them still not pay the Reggae Boyz them money. You understand? And at the same thing, me I tell you, Danny Jet. And Danny Jet, More you make sure you get pen and paper, you know, and write down these things and write down the date, you know. So when you go up on Radio Land, make sure you bring up all of these things. 30,000, so the World Cup, we are going to watch and see, because I tell you, the girls them supposed to get their money. You get me? I say Dennis Strong, don't bother come talk about, yeah, you have the contract, under the contract. But that extra money, when them go out the World Cup, them supposed to get. Give the girls them 30,000 US dollar. Every girl must get that. So don't bother go around the girl them. Hey, people, one of the things, you know, the girls them sign a contract with the JFF body. Seeing? And the JFF say, yo, when they don't sign the contract already, you know, they sign for that already, you know, they can't go back on the words. So like the girls them realize that how much money in the World Cup, which them never know, and them sign the contract. So Dennis Strong and the man them, that's why it's a couple of the game they may never see Bunny Shaw. Cause then Bunny Shaw, I say, yo, no, we need to get more money. But them don't already sign the contract. Alright? But them sign the contract, pay the girls them what them contract say. But the extra bonus what them supposed to get, make sure every girl get that. And don't bother ramp the girls them money. You understand? We want the girls them to get them proper money. Tennis Strong. So nobody come go around the people them, but the girls them have contract and give the girls them contract money alone. Like you can sidestep the girl them. We're not having that. Many times people sign contract with the girls them, with the boys them, on the girl on them and don't want to pay them. You get me? I say, pay up the money and thing. But people, for the rest of the topic them want to talk about, want to big up Daniel Johnson. Make a move to Stroke City today, right? Yeah, man. So the Reggae Boyz are making a lot of move in the Premier League. You get me? I say in the championship and things. So Reggae Boyz has been making a lot of move, and also people, Lati Bodier signing for Coventry. You get me? I say Lati Bodier signing to Coventry, and a lot more Reggae Boyz player going out on loan and all of them things. So let's see what's going to happen with our Reggae Boyz players and all of these stuff. You get me? I say, yeah, man, people, don't ramp with the girls and Mr. Dennis Strong and your friend Rudolph Speed and Uno Michael Kids. Pay up the girls them money. And people, I want to big up CFAS. He's making a big impact in Europe as a Jamaican player. So people, look out for CFAS this season. We probably can expect CFAS to make in the move. You get me? I say, but Daniel Johnson, Lati Bodier, and a whole heap more players going to make the move for the Reggae Boyz team. Players need to play consistent football. Write it down, no problem, my brother. Yeah, man. Soldier from out of England. We're not ramping Dennis Strong them, man. We're not ramping them, brother. Blatant thing. Them don't ramp the girls them. Pay up the money. FIFA say the girls them forget that. Give the girls them their money. You get me? I say it's right. The females team haven't getting good salary. So nobody hijack the girls them. Dennis Strong and them friend them. You get me? I say? Yeah, man. So that's the most important thing, people. But people, now like tuning people, I wish we could have gone to 11 o'clock, but we know the time go, people. The time, we have to manage the time, people. So I have work tomorrow morning, I have to go get some sleep and now start sleep before 10:30 and get a good 7 to 8 hours sleep. You know what I mean? Probably get about 7.5 hours and all of them things there. Elite Sports, what become of Ravel Morrison? Why the coach never choose him? Well, the coach say Ravel need to play football. That's the most important thing. The coach say Ravel need to play football. Right? So let's see if the coach going to stick to his word. Ravel is very important, but Ravel need to find himself a team. Time for guy a bed. You know what I mean? Yes, my beautiful people. Yeah. Let's hopefully Ravel Morrison can find himself a team, and he will surely be back in the Jamaican team. People, look out for a Portmore United player to make a big move in these big country where I buy a whole heap of player and thing. Seeing a Portmore player, look out for him. It will announce shortly, but look at Bird say, yo, nobody really say nothing. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, but look out for a player and thing. Me have picture and everything with the ball thing, but I have to wait till the club announce it. So yeah, people, big up on yourself. Nothing but love and respect. I really do appreciate all of you guys. People, tomorrow, 7 o'clock and thing. People, we have some interview for the end of this week. And also, I think we're going to start the interview them Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's see how it go, people. Right? Let's see how it go. But we have some interview coming in here next week and things. So just look out for some former Reggae Boyz. Look out for some coach on the show. Yeah, man, we'll do some interview and thing. We have tomorrow talking about development football in Jamaica. And is the senior team stopping development in Jamaican football? Why we cannot have both? Right? So the development need to make in Jamaica. And the man them are crowd on the senior men's national team. Stop on the foolishness, brother. So Danny Jet, tomorrow, I'm going to bring a coach come from the United States to come and talk about development in Jamaica and how the development supposed to go, and talking about the senior men's national team. Not telling you the coach yet. Just look for it, people. Tomorrow, people. You see me? Yeah, man. Tomorrow, people, will make sure say we're going to eat and take. Danny Jet, I'm going to link you behind the scene and tell you how wish local. You have some people who can trust in where share them the information and make them know how wish Portmore player and the move without me getting in a trouble and thing. You see me? I have the Jamaican group, but I'm not really fully going to put that in the car. Anyway, big up on yourself, people. I love on the people. And in the way old people, just like the video, people. Run down my bed and know people to get some sleep, people. Not easy for 11 o'clock, me. Me lose my job, so people. You get me? You man, me have to go in the bathroom and a chai. Take a 30-minute pan all the seat and for sleep. No, people. Me have to do the right thing, people, and go on my bed early, alright? So tomorrow again, people, just come on time. See?
On Independence Weekend, Saturday, August 5, 2023, it's all about Umbrella Evening Brunch Anniversary at Caymanos Golf Club St. Catherine from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's a food-inclusive and VIP mixed drinks-inclusive event. Performances by Diplomat Valiant, Stock Ashley, and the 4th Gen Boss, Donia. Showtime 6 p.m. Music by Chromatic Live, Fire Team, Shabrock Team Wire, and Polo Blacks Movement, powered by Stingray Movements. So get your tickets online now at First in Line JA. No weapons allowed. Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly.
Get dear viewers and subscribers, one of the best events in the holidays. So don't be late. Caymanos Golf Club, Ryan LFC represent for this party. I want all the people them to roll out, buy on the ticket early online. Some of the top dancehall artists will be there. So don't be late. Purchase a ticket right now.
Yo, so Umbrella Evening Brunch, Caymanos Golf Club, August the 5th. The diplomats, I'm going to do live, I'm going to do live. I enjoy myself, I want everybody forward early. Can I take a big crazy? Caymanos Golf Club, you don't know, big brunch.
Yo, Tyreek. Designer beats and cologne, I create that.
Hi guys, I'm Antoinette, one of the medical estheticians here at Catalia Perfect and Med Spa and also a part owner.
I am Sashana, one of the medical esthetician here and part owner. We are located at shops at Southdale, Shop 10.
Some of our most common procedures are non-surgical, which is the body contouring that consists of ultrasonic cavitation, radio frequency, laser lipo, and also fat dissolving, non-surgical breast and buttocks enhancement, also foot detox.
We also offer facials such as chemical peels, anti-aging. We also offer vaginal rejuvenation vaginal steaming?
Social media plays a big role, I would say. The celebrities and the popular persons that we're seeing, everyone looks a certain type of way. And in our minds, we feel like this is what we're supposed to feel like, this is what we're supposed to look like. You know, so because it's influencing us and that's what we see, and sometimes, to be honest, you will have an insecurity or something kind of feels out of place to you, but you're good with it, you don't have an issue with it until someone actually says to you or points it out to you, and then you're like, oh Lord God, so that means other people see it too, and then you start feeling a certain type of way within yourself, and then you want to fix it. So yeah, it does.
For entertainers, I don't think they should have a certain beauty standards because we're all human, we're made uniquely different. So I don't think they should have a certain beauty standards.
Non-surgical and surgical procedures are both as effective. Reason being, it's just that one works faster than the other. Once you're doing a surgical procedure, you're going to see the results immediately. If it's non-surgical, then you're going to take about a couple weeks to start seeing your results. But you will get the results that you're looking for. Maintenance is really the key factor. After doing the surgical procedures and even your non-surgical procedures.
And guys, remember that non-surgical procedures and surgical procedures are not solutions for weight loss. And discipline and consistency is key, guys, remember.
My advice for entertainers who feel pressured to do surgical procedures, if it's a case where you feel pressured to do it and you're not necessarily doing it because you want to, don't do it. Anyone doing any form of surgical procedure, if you're not doing it for yourself, don't do it. You have to do something because it makes you feel good. It makes you feel more confident, not because someone else, because the truth is, at the end of the day, people are still going to talk.
Just do you. Because no matter what you do, people are always going to find fault.
Our advice for persons who are considering doing surgical procedures for body contouring: do your research first on the facilities that you want to go to, the doctor that you want to work on you. You have to know your medical history, and you have to actually go and be honest persons. Don't know that you have certain underlying ailments and you don't let your doctor know, because that can lead to complications and you really don't want that. If you're a smoker or a drinker, you know you have to stop. There are certain vitamins that they will advise you to get. Ladies, be prepared. You need your garments, which is like the faja, the sponges, the ab boards, the circulation socks, stuff like that. So be prepared. Don't run, do the surgeries, and then you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, what you should have in advance, what you should be doing during the time of your surgery or immediately after you come off that recovery table. The reason why your consultation is important is because that's the way we get to assess your treatment area. That's how we know how much product we'll have to use, how we'll have to customize your treatment, which one of the procedures is best for you.
Guys, so aftercare for surgery, that's very important. You still need to come in and get your ultrasound cavitation done, your wood therapy, your massage, to avoid any form of scar tissues. It's very, very important to get your aftercare, post-op care for surgery.
And with aftercare, you have to remember that you have to spend just as much money that you spend to do the surgery, because you don't want the scar tissues, as what Sashana said. You don't want all those issues coming along after you don't spend up how much money already to do your surgical procedure. So yeah, aftercare is just as important, and you have to spend. If none of the procedures that we offer is the right one for you, then we will advise you where to go to probably get some advice as it relates to surgical procedures.
So guys, you can find us on all socials. On Instagram is KetleyanPerfect10JA, Facebook is KetleyanPerfect10MedSpa, and TikTok is KetleyanPerfect10MedSpa.
So people, go over there, give them a follow. Tell them that Ryan LFC send you guys. You will get 20%. They do facial, they do full body massage, they do a whole heap of thing. So make sure you check them out, people. Tell them Ryan LFC send you guys, and they must give you 20% off. People, big up on yourself. Nothing but love and respect. Big up to all of my sponsors. Them really do appreciate it. Until next time, from your boy Ryan LFC, I like to say peace out. Thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girlz top striker, and you are watching Ryan LFC YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.